Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot. You'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Ready. Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a break.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Denver Broncos. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go. 8, read. Mark 47. You remember me? You remember me? Get it.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Ready to break.
47. Check back 47.
Go. Go. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater, and it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 there, and a New Orleans 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he goes into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Keith Kirkwood, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Here's Locke to throw. Looking for Sanders here. And that's caught inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
Locke gets this to Hamilton. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Into the red zone, it's Locke. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Cameron Jordan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. On 2nd down, here's Locke. He completes this to Sutton. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Get the ball. Hey, Charlie. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown, Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point from Mckinnon is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Bridgewater now. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards, the final tally.
Let's go now.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Throwing, Bridgewater. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Bridgewater to throw it. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Keith Kirkwood with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From midfield, here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
Let's go. 10-2 start.
Check 56.
Ready?
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on him. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check. Fresno. Mike's 47.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. Looking long, and that's caught inside the 30. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Bridgewater. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. And again, it's Bridgewater. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. That's caught. It's Thomas. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And Kamara has it stripped. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Block will try again on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They look to throw. It's Locke. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Sheldon Rankins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Broncos send out their punter now. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, Bridgewater. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack on 1st down, Bridgewater. And he's going to go down again. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Here's Bridgewater. And Thomas has it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. Here's Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Keith Kirkwood there to make the grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's Locke to throw. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Locke going to go on fourth down. He's got his tight end Fant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. On first and 10, here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The Broncos on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Now Locke. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Ready?
They'll go for it. It's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Bridgewater on first down. That's going to be caught. A good pickup there at 22. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on second and goal. Bridgewater looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But it'll be second and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Throwing, Bridgewater. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Keith Kirkwood there to make the grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
47 is the mic. 65.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. That's caught at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Locke now on first down. He's got Jake Butt, his tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Check, 47. Hey, wahoo! 61, let's go.
To throw again on second down. Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Yo, hit it.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. It's a big play there for the Saints. And even 50 yards. Bridgewater. That'll be complete to Cook. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Bridgewater here to throw. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again with Bridgewater. And this one complete to Smith. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. 2nd and goal from the 1.
34's the mic. 34's the mic. What we got?
Bridgewater again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Pull it together. Hey, check, Mike.
And again, it's Bridgewater. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Let's go.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Saints, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.